This is Lucky, boxing promoter, back at you again from Power Up Emus. I got some boxers here training hard, straight out of amateurs, getting ready to go pro. Like I said in the last couple videos, I'm still looking for boxers who want to come here to Power Up Emus and get the right training to become a pro or change whatever you've been doing that's not working for you. You can link up with KO Warrior and I'll make your professional career happen. Alright, so for this video, I'm going to talk about how to become a pro boxing manager in the Philippines. Believe it or not, if you watch my video on how to become a boxing promoter in the Philippines, it's almost exactly the same for a pro boxing manager. The only difference is you really don't have the power as a manager that you do as a promoter, but you're still running your own boxing company as a professional boxing manager in the Philippines. So ultimately, when you apply for a pro boxing manager's license, you are also starting your own business. So if you're an entrepreneur, if you're an expat, you love boxing, maybe you're thinking about coming out to the Philippines, becoming a pro boxing manager is an excellent opportunity. Okay, so let's talk about how you can become a pro boxing manager in the Philippines. One of the first things you need to do is become familiar with the Philippines Games and Amusement Board, or what is known as GAB. You will hear people in boxing in the Philippines often refer to GAB because they are the regulatory agency under the office of the president that regulates, controls, and sets the standards and rules for boxing in the Philippines. So, in order to become a boxing manager, you will have to get licensed with the Games and Amusement Board. Now, with that being said, it's quite easy to get licensed. Just like becoming a promoter, if you watch that video, it's almost the same exact requirements. Alright, so let's talk about the requirements. Number one is the application. Click the link below under the description and I will give you the link to GAB's website where you can download the application to become a manager. It's very simple and easy. It only takes a few minutes to fill out. Next, you're going to need to provide an income tax return. For Filipinos, that's not a problem. So number two, income tax return. If you're a citizen of the Philippines, that's not their problem. If you're a resident of the Philippines, it's not their problem. If you're an expat or a foreigner and you want to come to the Philippines and become a boxing manager, you're going to have to establish residency here. I did say residency. You're going to have to establish legal residency here and provide an income tax return, either filing jointly with your spouse, Filipino spouse, or whatever arrangement you have to establish a legal residence in this country. You're going to have to file a tax return. Okay. Number three, you're going to need 2x2 photos. That's to go along with your application, and you'll get a nice looking ID card that shows that you're a manager, so that photo goes on your ID. Alright? Sorry. I'm a little bit sick today. I didn't take my ginseng. Alright? Number four, you're going to need a boxer. Alright, so this is a little different from a promoter. A promoter doesn't have to bring a boxer to the GAB office in order to get a manager's license. This is something that you must do and demonstrate that you are a manager because you have an actual boxer who you're managing. So this is one of the obstacles you might have to deal with in order to get your license. I would suggest hitting the gyms. Find you a boxer who's ready to go pro, who's ready to train with you, who's ready to be managed by you, and excuse me, and once you are ready to take that boxer pro, and it might take some time, he might need some amateur bouts, he might not be ready to go pro, he might not be old enough to go pro, there's a lot of factors. But once that boxer is ready to go pro, then you can bring him to the GAB office, either in Makati in Manila or one of their satellite offices in the province. There's many offices they have, like in Cebu City or Davao City. It just depends where you are in the Philippines, but let's just say Manila. Manila is where it's all centralized at as far as Gab. So you're gonna have to bring that boxer to the Gab office and then fill out a contract. These contracts are not free. I think you have to pay about 200 pesos, about $5 to get copies of boxer manager contracts. You can't make up your own contract. You have to use the contract provided by Gab. So that being said, you have to follow Gab's rules when it comes to management, and that's a whole nother video. That's a whole other topic. So I'll explain that at a different time, but just be aware that you do have to follow management rules under Gab. So what's stated in the boxing manager contract is the only binding contract there is. Sorry, I caught a bad cold last weekend. I hadn't been hitting the gym hard enough, so I'm gonna make up for it this week, but I apologize for the cold. All right, so let's recap so far. Number 1, application form, click the link. Number 2, you're gonna need an income tax return. Number 3, you're gonna need a 2x2 photo. Number 4, you're gonna need a boxer with a Gab boxer manager agreement or contract. All right. Number five, what you're gonna need to become a pro boxing manager in the Philippines is, and this is for foreigners only, you're going to need what's called a special work permit, or an SWP, and this is from the Bureau of Immigration, Philippines Bureau of Immigration. Very simple. You go to the Bureau of Immigration office. It's located in Intramuros, Manila, or one of their satellite offices, and then fill out the special work permit form, show your ID, your passport, your visa, all that good stuff, and pay 6,440 pesos. All right, so that's about 100 and excuse me, that's about $120, $125 around there. So once you get that done, that allows you to legally work in the Philippines with that special work permit. And once again, that only applies to foreigners only. So that's it. That's all you need to become a pro boxing manager in the Philippines. It is not that hard. Now, to become a pro manager, I suggest you get some experience in boxing. I don't think you should just walk off the street, go into Gab and say, hey, I want to be a manager with no experience. It's not going to work. It's not going to happen. Boxers not going to respect you. People in the industry probably won't respect you or give you a lot of attention. At least that's what I experienced. So I suggest getting your feet wet, either through learning boxing yourself, getting some experience as a trainer, as a coach, getting some experience as a matchmaker, or just shadow a manager who's already in the business and pick up pointers and tips from him or her, because these people will be valuable to your success. I've had several people who I've had to rely on to help me when I couldn't get any fights from my boxers. So that's what I'm going to go into next. To be a good manager, you're going to need to know how to network. You have to know how to network with people. You have to maintain contact with several people in the boxing industry. And I can tell you, in the Philippines, it's a very close-knit, tight group of people who work in boxing, and you have to build a relationship with these people in order to get fights for your boxing. If you don't, it's going to be very difficult for you to be a manager. I would also suggest you build a great relationship with the warm, kind-hearted people in the Gab office, because those people, you're going to need them, and you don't want to get on their bad side, trust me. That's all I'm going to say about that. All right? Now, you made it this far through my sick video explaining how you can become a pro boxing manager in the Philippines. Lastly, I want to wish you good luck, all right? And if you need help, if you need some guidance, or better, even better, if you want to join KO Warrior Promotions, and work under me as a manager, I will make you a rock star, okay? Just contact me and let me know. Say, hey, Lucky, I want to be a manager, all right? I'll put you in the right direction, okay? All right, so that's about it for today. This concludes how to become a pro boxing manager in the Philippines. To recap, number 1, you're gonna need the application. Number 2, income tax return. Number 3, you're gonna need a boxer. Number 4, 2x2 photo. Did I go out of order? And number 5, SWP, Special Work Permit from Bureau of Immigration. And that's it. You can have a successful career in boxing, and I want you to have a successful career. Make boxing happen in the Philippines, because there's not enough fights here, there's not enough managers, there's too many amateurs, not enough pros, boxers aren't getting paid, Pacquiao's making millions, but the guys I work with don't even have food to eat. So I want to change, and you can help make that change, and we can all make boxing better for everybody, not only in the Philippines, but worldwide. And I'd like to see you and talk to you and motivate you and help your team and help you grow and help you start your pro boxing management career. All right, so this is Lucky. KO Warrior Promotions. Check out our new store on lazada.com.ph. We've got some hot shirts there, KO Warrior shirts and Pac-Man shirts. Congratulations to Pac-Man on his win last weekend. That was awesome versus Thurman. Thurman talked a lot of trash. Damn, you sure didn't do what you said. Pacquiao showed you, huh? All right, so that's it. I'll see you on the next video.